everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Rivers' Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And a solid run down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd down, it's Oliver. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here's a carry for Oliver. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the run, it's Oliver. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And some strong running. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brandon Oliver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run it here with Oliver, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Benny Logan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. They run, it's Oliver. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ready, 380. Ready, 12.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. On 3rd down, Rivers. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, 2nd-year man from Texas A&M. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 1st down, Smith. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Wilson snags it left side. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. A shotgun snap for Smith. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. That's like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go again with Oliver. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On play action, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They run the counter now on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. Detroit.
Now Rivers. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw on third down, Rivers. And there's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Mike Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they try the right side here. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Off the play fake here, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Again with Hunt, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5 yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From his goal line here, Smith. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Rivers to throw this time. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rivers to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So Alex Smith on the sidelines. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Rivers. Hard throw, incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. He made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
They go play action. Rivers dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Benny Logan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Taking on the midfield logo. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Lead 80. Well, Detroit. Set. Ground 80. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for L.A. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. side by Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The play clock's running down. Rivers now on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action now, Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Drew Kaiser now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Defense showing blitz. Mahomes to throw on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make. And
it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And going deep for Hill. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. On second down, Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They run it again with Williams. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try the left side here with Williams. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. No back out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Here's Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.